Good morning. No. No, it's not. It's afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. That was fantastic. So, today's Jesus Time is afternoon edition. Totally forgot to set my alarm for last night. My phone was not around me. It was being cleaned. And then I went to sleep. And so when it came back to me, I didn't get it. You're probably going to hear my kids because afternoon edition means that my children are upstairs losing their minds with my friend. So today is going to be short and sweet. Maybe. It just depends, I guess, on how Jesus takes it. But there are some things that or at least one thing that I really am struck by today. And so some housekeeping stuff. If you want to see my other Jesus Time videos, they are uploaded to YouTube. You can scroll my profile if you want. I don't know if they delete after 30 days. I have no idea. So if you want to see that, you're welcome to do that. I do have a podcast. The link is in my bio. I haven't added to it in a couple of weeks, but I have aspirations to get back to that. Let's see what else. If you have a creator, a person who creates content that encourages you, uplifts you, whatever make sure to let them know. Okay, encourage them, tell them, even if they have hundreds of thousands of people that tell them every single day, your voice matters. Okay, whether you think it does or not, in any situation, all right, not just that, but obviously in any situation in your world, your voice, in our world, your voice matters. Okay, so be sure to uplift and encourage them, because people who encourage, people who uplift, they're still human, right? So they still need that encouragement and uplifting. And things that happen to people who encourage, people who are constantly uplifting people, who are constantly holding people up, sometimes they get a little downright sad because they can't tell anybody, because the thought is in our mind that says, hi Heather, the thought is in our mind that says, you uplift people all the time. If you message somebody and you ask them to uplift you, what is going to happen? They're not going to take you seriously anymore. And so people like that will not reach out. See, on every level, Satan does his best to throw you off. So even if somebody looks strong, even if somebody looks like they got it all together, even if that's their outer appearance, chances are they are raging a battle, a war inside of them that you know nothing about, that we know nothing about, right? It is just going on constantly over and over. And they are strong, right? They are personally developing themselves. They are loving God. They are leaning on God. They are doing that. But sometimes the battle gets kind of weary. It makes you kind of weary. So what I would say to you is, you have no idea when you reach out to somebody and you tell them how they have uplifted you, encouraged you, and those kinds of things. You have no idea how you can help alleviate their own battle going on inside of their head, okay? So that's why I tell you always to comment, like, share, to help others find value. If you find value in it, chances are your friends and family will find value as well. And that helps that person to know that they are doing what they are supposed to do. They are meant to do that. They're doing a good job. Okay. So there you go. Subscribe, comment, share, review, whatever you got to do. All right. All right. So, and so today kind of goes along with it. Today I have been having a lot of overwhelming thoughts myself. Okay, I've been using my oils, my Stress Away, my Valor, my Overwhelm Roller, my Endoflex, because, sometimes that time of the month can make your hormones a little crazy. If you want to hear more about hormones, you can check out my hormones class that I did last night. But I have this little thing, and that a friend of mine sent me, and it has cards with verses in them, okay? And it struck me, the one that I pulled out, right? It just hit me full force in the face. And I was like, oh my gosh. See, I think, we think that our thoughts don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what I think. Like, I can just think whatever I want. I can think good things. I can think bad things. It's not going to matter. It doesn't matter what I think, right? That's not going to affect my outside world. If I don't say it and I don't act upon it and I just think it, then it's not a big deal, right? But a lot of times we think things that are self-destructive. We have all the lies that Satan is telling us every single day flying around inside of our head like a bunch of ping pong balls that can't escape. And they're there and they don't change. They're the same lies over and over and over, because he knows that those are the ones that will affect you the most. He knows that those are the ones that will get to you the most. And so they just sit there, bing, 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 bing. Negative thoughts, destructive thoughts, toxic thoughts. They just sit in your head and fly around because that is his goal, is for you to think this thought is insignificant. It doesn't matter. But honestly, it does. And do you know that your thoughts are literally so important that there is a verse in Philippians about how you should think? That's how important they are. Think about it. The most important book in the world, the Bible, has a verse, probably more than one. I don't know. I'm not like a scholar in that, but at least one verse that tells you how you should think. That means that your thoughts are super important. The thoughts that you say to yourself, think in your head every single day, that you think don't matter because nobody can see them, nobody can hear them, they matter. So I'm going to read you this verse, okay? And I'm going to tell you, if you're like me, you're going to be like, shoot, I should know that my thoughts are this important. Why do I not know this? Why did I not know that this verse was in the Bible? That even he says, this is what you must think about if you are to live. All right, hold on. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Philippians 4:8. So what are we supposed to think about? Things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy. Think about such things. The biggest one that struck me is whatever is true. You know the thoughts that you tell yourself every day, right? All right. The thoughts you tell yourself every day that are the lies. The lies. You know the lies. The lies where you tear yourself down. The lies where you tear others down. The lies where you tear yourself down. I mean, those are the ones we think the most, right? Those are the ones that are most prominent in our head. Am I the only one who does that? Or, I mean, come on. Those lies are exactly that. That is what we are literally not supposed to think about. We are supposed to think about whatever is true. So here's what I would encourage you to do, and it's what I'm going to do too. Write down the lie. Get a pen, get a piece of paper. Write down the lie. Because if there is something in your head that says something like, I'm ugly, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm never going to succeed, I'm this, I'm that, I'm whatever, those are all lies, right? Those are all lies fed to you for you to believe, to keep you beaten down in the corner, depressed, sad, anxious, whatever. That's what they are. And so what I encourage you to do is write them down and then write the truth. Because see, the truth that Jesus gives you when you say, I am ugly, I am overweight, my personality is whatever, I'm not funny, I am not likable, I am whatever. When you say all of these things that are lies to yourself, all you have to do is look right here and you're going to find the truth. He says, you are made in my image. Do you think God is ugly? Do you think God, obviously not on a looks level because we don't know exactly what he looks like, but do you think he is? Would you say that to him? No. Do you think that he would say that to you? No. That's the answer. See, the answer is no. I don't care if you thought yes. The answer is no. Because he would not speak to you that way. He would not make you in his image and then root for you to think of yourself in a terrible form or fashion. He would not do that. That is not the God that knows and loves us. That is not the God that is angry for a second and then is forgiving. That is not the God who will take us back when we run away. That is not that God. See, God has been so misconstrued into there's so many times that I see posts and people say the God that Christians believe in, because a lot of people tend to front that they are a Christian and do things in the name of Christianity or in the name of God that are not of God. And see, when we have this culture right now that when one thing happens with one person that claims to be a Christian, every single one of them is bad. Every single one. That's it. Now everybody's rotten. Right? But see, that is mistaken. That is somebody who is just fearful and doesn't want to know God yet. See, people don't want to know God because he's going to ask them to do things that are hard. He's going to ask them to love no matter what. He's going to ask them to drop the attitude that they might have or the selfish feelings that they might have. And some people literally don't want to drop the destructive thoughts and words that are in their mind and that come out of their mouth because they don't feel worthy enough to think thoughts that are true. They don't feel worthy enough to think that they are loved. They don't feel worthy enough to think that they are beautiful. And they don't even know that's why. Isn't that crazy? Like, they have been so blinded that they don't even know that it is the fear of being loved for who they are that is keeping them from actually knowing Jesus. Because people say, I don't know Jesus because of other people. That's just not right. That's not true. You know Jesus because you take the walk with him. Because your walk is your walk with him. Right? It doesn't matter if other people show you the right or the wrong side of Jesus. What matters is that you have the walk with Jesus. You show the side that he encourages you to show. You show what you learn from him. That's what matters. What other people say or do, that absolutely does not matter. Right? So when you think thoughts that destroy you, ask yourself, write them down. Okay, write them down. Ask yourself if those thoughts would be said out loud to you by God. Pick up the word and find the truth in it. You are made in his image. He made you unique. He made you special. He made you with the thoughts, the talents, the views, everything that you have on purpose. Whatever they are, for whatever reason. And it is so important to him that you think what is true, that you realize that your thoughts matter more than you ever know. It is so important to him that you know that he wrote it in the Bible. That it is in the most important book in human history, the Bible. In Philippians 4:8. He is so invested in you that he even wants to make sure that your thoughts are true, are pure, are noble, are right, are lovely, are admirable, are excellent, are praiseworthy. See, people think when you think positively, when you think this way that is in the Bible, when you think that way, you're just putting on rose-colored glasses and you're not looking at what is going on in the world around you. But see, that's not true either. What you're doing is you're looking at the glass half full, right? Or the glass all the way full, or you're looking at the glass like it's refillable, people. Doesn't matter if it's full or empty, it's refillable, so just fill it back up. You are knowing that God has this under control. It doesn't matter what it is. He's got it. He's already fought the war. He's already won the battle. It doesn't matter. He knows it. So you're thinking all of these destructive thoughts towards yourself, towards the world, towards other people. And you think it doesn't matter. You think it's in the darkness. You think it's hidden. But it's not. It's not. Because he sees it. And he hurts for you to talk to yourself like that. And it's so important to him that he even wrote it, that he even inspired somebody to write it in the Bible, for you to think what is true and not to believe the lies. There's something else. You know, the more you think about it, even though you think it's in the dark, even though you think it's in the shadows, even though you think nobody will ever know, the more you think about it, the more likely you are to talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more likely you are to act upon it. What happens then? That's why your thoughts are so important, because that's where it begins. That's where your belief in yourself and who you are, that's where it begins, in your thoughts. So if you want to take control, you want to take control of your life, you want to take control of who you are, you get to make the decision what you think. You get to make the decision if you think the negative, destructive, toxic thoughts, or if you think whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, you get to think about those things. That's it, guys. It starts right here with the thoughts you think are hidden. And it's so important that it's a verse in the Bible. And if you didn't hear, it's Philippians 4:8. So change your thoughts. Change your decisions on what you decide to think about. Write your toxic thoughts down and then write the truth beside them. And then every single time, every single time you think that lie, look at the truth and read the truth. Your thoughts matter. Man, such a big deal. Such a big deal. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. And do not forget, I'm proud of you.